Welcome to Warrior Weekly. I am Lukas DeGarmo, along with me Travis Whipple, who we're here at Halenbeck Hall in St. Cloud, Minnesota for this week's edition. And starting with soccer, Travis, Lauren Sturdivant, All-American. That's pretty impressive. Very impressive and certainly a deserved honor for her. Had an excellent season and really led the team, was the catalyst offensively. Had 47 points on the year, 18 goals, 11 assists, and something that really stands out to me is 7 game-winning goals, which is tremendous. The team went 14-1 in the NSIC, really got hot at the end of the year, won 10 of their last 11. So it was well-deserved for her and a great season for the conference regular season champions from Winona State. Going away from Winona State athletics around the NSIC, football still going on. The University of Minnesota Duluth lost last weekend to Grand Valley State. Grand Valley State has a game this weekend against Carson Newman, who Winona State played. Yeah, Winona State beat them early on in the year. They were ranked 9th, and they just went on a roll after a couple early season losses, and they're right there competing, the winner going on to the national championship game. And Grand Valley State, of course, ended Duluth's chances of being a defending national champion, winning 2 in a row, so that's not going to happen this year. Going now, staying with football, the Mineral Water Bowl coming up for the Aggies. Yeah, it's always MIAA school and the NSIC school, the two top-ranked teams that don't make the NCAA playoffs. And it features Augustana this year from the NSIC. These two teams met last year, and it was Augustana defeating Missouri Western State University 37-16. So certainly it should be a great matchup, and Augustana will do a good job representing the NSIC down there. Another great nationally recognized program, the Concordia University St. Paul volleyball team hosting a national championship. Yeah, very fortunate to host a national championship. They're going for their 3rd straight, and obviously a tremendous program there. And it's really the best conference in the NSIC is in Division II volleyball. So it's tremendous to see them continue to move on. And going now to Winona State basketball, we're here at the basketball facility in St. Cloud, Minnesota. Starting with the men, Division II Bulletin put out some pretty big awards, decade awards, and Winona State was highly recognized. Very highly recognized, and again, I think it was well deserved. They were recognized as the Division II basketball program by Division II Bulletin, and also Mike Leaf was named Coach of the Decade, and John Smith received Player of the Decade. But I think you can't argue with the successes that the program has, and also those two individually have had. Certainly John Smith was named Player of the Year twice, Coach Leaf Coach of the Year numerous times in different publications, and you take into account 57 game winning streak and just done some tremendous things, 2 national championships. It's tough to argue with that, but you're right, it's certainly a great honor for Winona State and the men's basketball program. This year's team is ranked 24th in the nation, and last weekend they were in Sioux Falls for NSIC Holiday Hoops Fest. They split 1-1, played a great game against Crookston, and then couldn't quite pull it out against Mankato. I thought it was one of their best efforts against Crookston. They won 96-61. Really a great team effort. Certainly a difficult injury to C.J. Erickson all weekend, which kind of left them, I'd say a little bit undermanned down low, but really a lot of guys got minutes, and it's good to see. And then, of course, the loss to Minnesota State University Mankato, a close game. We certainly had our opportunities to win that one, but just couldn't quite capitalize. David Johnson had a great weekend against Crookston. He had 26 points, and then in the losing effort against Mankato, 31 points. He is really playing outstanding at the beginning of the year. Shot the ball well, shooting it about 50% from the 3-point line, and when you can do that, plus he's added, I think, an ability to get to the hoop, get to the free throw line. He's shooting 90%. He's really done a nice job here early on in the season. You can tell he's definitely developed his game over the summer in more ways than just the 3-point shot. Moving now to women's basketball, they also split, lost in overtime to the University of Minnesota Crookston, but then the next day a completely different team came out and they beat the defending national champions Minnesota State University Mankato. It's a great win for your program when you can beat the defending national champions, and a lot of character on that team. As you saw, they were down by 19 late in that game and came back and just kept battling, and I believe they went on like a 20-4 run towards the end, and it's capped off by a great shot by Bonnie Bjorky from the corner. Again, Dulas, the freshman, did a great job penetrating and found Bjorky for the open jumper, but great win for them. Yeah, no doubt. And Michelle McDonald also had a great game. She's playing very, very well in the paint this year.
Playing well, really owning the paint. Last weekend had 8 rebounds per game and shot the ball over 75% from the field. That's tremendous anytime you can do that. But I think very big key to the team this year is Michelle McDonald and how she plays down low.
That's it for this week's edition of Warrior Weekly from Halenbeck Hall in St. Cloud, Minnesota. I'm Lukas DeGarmo alongside Travis Whipple. It's a great day to be a Warrior.